All right, so we're back on the subject of movies. Obviously, like I said, I'm gonna probably review a drama, so I decided to pick out Joe Wright's The Soloist. Now, this director has directed quite a few movies that I haven't seen. He directed a movie called Locke in 2013, starring Tom Hardy. I don't know what it is. The cover is him in a vehicle. He has also directed 2015's Pan, as well as Pride and Prejudice, which, faintly enough, I remember some of the commercials way back in 2005. He also directed Hannah with Saoirse Ronan, which I've seen countless times. I forgot which movie actually promotes the film in the trailer reel, but I've wanted to watch it for quite a while. He also directed a movie called The Woman in the Window, starring Amy McAdams. Or no, Amy Adams? Is that her name? Amy Adams, yeah. And Julianne Moore and Gary Oldman. And yes, I do have it pulled up because I don't know anything about this director. But it appears he's been in the business quite a while. His oldest film, I believe, was in 97, called Crocodile Snap. Oh, it's a short film. Okay. He made another film called Swallow, which I believe was released... Okay, it was released this year. And that stars Jennifer Lawrence and other people that I don't think I know. He also directed The Darkest Hour, which I do remember quite a bit of the marketing way back when I worked at Mission Valley Cinemas. Hey, he's made quite a bit of movies. So, The Soloist is a drama film centered around Steve Lopez, who is a reporter for the LA Times, a journalist, whatever you want to really call him. And he's out one day, he's trying to find a great story. His career isn't really... It's not terrible. I mean, he works for a great printing press, similar to like the New York Times or something. But in this case, Steve Lopez suffers a very bad accident to his face. He falls off his bike, and he documents pretty much everything that happens in his life. He has a recorder. It's very nice. What is with the lighting? Hello? The hell? Is something happening? Okay. I don't know why the lighting looks like that. As he's just outside one day, he goes over to a statue, I believe, of Mozart, and he sees a homeless man by the name of Nathaniel Anthony Ayers, portrayed by Jamie Foxx. Honestly, my favorite role of his, and maybe my only favorite, because Jamie Foxx picks roles... I haven't seen the biopic regarding Ray Charles. I want to. I saw a bit of it when I was a kid, but I couldn't really follow it, so I went to bed. But this might be my favorite drama film of all time. And it's because I saw it when I was a kid, and it was the first film to make me cry. And a big part of that was because it reminded me a lot of about my dad. I can't look at the back flap, I'll start crying. So my dad, I don't know if he's watching any of my videos right now, but he used to be addicted to drugs, mainly cocaine. And over the years, he's made a fantastic recovery. He's tried to, find a better job, because he mainly waits tables. And he's, he tried to do all these things in terms of getting a new job. So I think about my father when I think about this film. And it's because my dad is bipolar, and I think he has a bit of schizophrenia in him. That's also what our second character, Nathaniel, has in the film. He's very mentally unstable. He doesn't take any sort of medication because obviously he can't afford them, being homeless. And the film explores what happens when you try to help, make a difference in someone's life, and the consequences and also the benefits of helping someone in need. Now, Robert Downey Jr. is, like I said, a fantastic actor. I know I talked about him yesterday in Tropic Thunder as Lincoln Osiris, but I truly believe this is one of his best roles. And this is coming from someone that hasn't seen a ton of his films other than, big blockbuster movies like The Avengers or something like that. No, The Soloist is one of his best films that I've ever seen. And there's a scene towards the end where a simple handshake made me cry. And I can't make this up if I tried. I was in tears at the end of this film. Now, like I said, Nathaniel Anthony Ayers is a homeless musician. He is playing his cello. I believe 3 of the strings are gone, and only 2 strings are actually still on the instrument. And when Steve finds this, he's shocked. I mean, Nathaniel is in bad condition. He probably doesn't bathe. It's not discreetly shown where he bathes or if he bathes at all. If he has some sort of odor, I imagine he does. He sleeps anywhere he can, usually in a tunnel, which is a later brilliantly used set piece in the film for playing instruments because the acoustics, I believe, are better than playing just outside. The film, it looks fantastic. Almost every shot just looks amazing. The film came out in 2009, I believe, and to me, it looks better than most films that I've seen today. And it's such a good film. The music alone is fantastic. There's a I don't remember which song it is, but there's a song if you have the DVD like I do, there's a song that plays during the opening titles, play, scenes, setup, bonus features. I don't know what song it is. If I can find it, maybe I can maybe leave a link in the description or something. But it's such a good movie. Catherine Keener, she's been in quite a few films that I like. Stuff like Get Out. She was Caitlin. I think her name was Caitlin. She was Caitlin's mom. I'm not good with names, so I don't remember. She was the woman most notably in the film using a teapot and a spoon, using it to hypnotize Chris in the film. Get Out wasn't too bad. I didn't mind it. It was okay. Anyway, I'm rambling. Aside from those 3 people, I don't really know who else is in it. But the music is great. The cinematography is great, but the performances definitely sell it. There is a real-life location in Los Angeles called Lamp, and Lamp is a somewhat of a shelter for people that want to, get help, get back on the right track. Because in the movie, it greatly shows us what poverty looks like in Los Angeles. I mean, that's just one location, I'm sure, but there's probably thousands of people in that shot, in this one long great scene alone where Robert Downey Jr. is driving his car over to Lamp to deliver some instruments to the facility, and we just see all these, sad, unfortunate people that have been dealt this terrible hand because, mainly because of decisions they've made or because they don't have the funds or resources to actually, better themselves. We see countless amounts of drug use. We see where Nathaniel sleeps next to other homeless people, and there's rats, near his blankets and things like that. He has a shopping cart full of instruments and mainly just daily everything, items like toiletries and his cello and I believe a baseball with nails in it, just for protection, obviously. Because in the novel, which I think I might have somewhere. You know what? Give me 1 second. Okay, we're in good. We're good. We're great. I found it. I had 2 copies of this novel, but I don't know what happened to them. Or no, I had 2 copies of the film. I had 2 copies of something. I think the novel does maybe a better job at just describing, I think, obviously what was going through Steve's mind when he saw Nathaniel for the first time. You get to learn a little bit more about him, and there is a very notable scene where Nathaniel is freaking out, mainly in the book that I remember, where he threatens Steve. And it's very heartbreaking because no one likes to be threatened, obviously. But when you're dealing with someone that is mentally unstable, that can make it a little more dangerous because their behavior is unpredictable, and you might not know what their next move or motive is. Even if they're having a great day, something can come around and fuck it up. Now, oh, he's playing a violin, not a cello. Okay, I didn't realize. I probably should have stated that. Like I said, The Soloist is a great film. I haven't seen any of Joe Wright's other films. I'm looking at his entire filmography, and I've seen, obviously trailers, and Locke I've heard of on Netflix. I might have to watch some of these movies. I don't know. When it comes to watching new things, I'm a little hesitant because I don't know. Oh, he likes Keira Knightley. I like Keira Knightley. She was in 2 of his films, apparently. But if you haven't seen The Soloist, I would definitely recommend this film. I know I'm holding the book, but we'll just have this for maybe comparison. Both are great. I actually remember reading the novel on my Kindle when I had one when I was a kid. First gen, black and white, no speaker. And I think I read it for maybe 4 or 5 hours in the car. And normally whenever I read in the car, or if I'm looking at my phone, looking down when I'm like moving, especially in like a motor vehicle, it's kind of tricky. I get motion sick, but I was able to read it in the car, and I thought that was something. But please comment, like, and subscribe. I am desperate. Tomorrow I might review a favorite film of mine. I have a couple copies of it, and the director's name is Peter Jackson. Just think about that. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy. Like I said, please watch and read The Soloist if you ever get a chance. You will not regret it. It is a fantastic film/novel. Anyways, guys, have a good day.